Hey there. Let's talk about something that's been on everyone's mind lately, the devastating wildfires that tore through Los Angeles in January 2025. It's heartbreaking to think about the damage, but it's important to understand what happened and what we can do to protect ourselves and our communities. Let's dive in. What caused these wildfires? Okay, so wildfires don't just start out of nowhere. Here's what made this disaster so massive. 1. Crazy drought. LA has been super dry lately. We're talking months without any real rain. All that dry grass and vegetation? It's basically fire fuel just waiting to ignite. 2. Santa Ana winds. These winds are no joke. Imagine gusts up to 100 miles per hour, spreading tiny sparks into full-blown infernos. It's like fanning a campfire, but on a terrifying scale. 3. Climate change. Let's face it, climate change is making things worse. Hotter temps and unpredictable weather mean more chances for wildfires to spark and spread. 4. Human mistakes. Unfortunately, a lot of fires are started by people, power lines, campfires, even a tossed cigarette can set everything ablaze. 5. Poor land management. Over the years, dry brush and dead plants have just been piling up. It's like leaving kindling all over the place, and when a fire starts, it's game over. So what happened in LA specifically? Here's how these factors came together to create the disaster in LA. Strong winds sparked fires. Early reports suggest that Santa Ana winds knocked down power lines in multiple areas, causing the initial sparks. These winds then spread embers across large distances, igniting new fires faster than crews could respond. Prime fire conditions. Southern California's prolonged drought had already dried out vegetation, and years of poor land management left an excess of dry brush, basically a wildfire waiting to happen. Human activity. Unfortunately, many wildfires are started by human activity. Downed power lines, especially during strong winds, can create sparks that land on dry vegetation and quickly ignite a blaze. Discarded cigarettes, unattended campfires, and even deliberate arson, as I mentioned before, are also significant contributors. Investigators are currently examining whether accidents or arson played a role in sparking some of the recent fires in Los Angeles. Urban expansion. Homes and communities in fire-prone areas like Malibu and the Palisades were particularly vulnerable. Many of these neighborhoods, built close to dry vegetation, face complete destruction. What did the wildfires do? It's hard to wrap your head around when you take the damage unleashed into account. Over 35,000 acres burned, more than 10,000 structures were destroyed or damaged, and the financial losses are in the billions. Celebrities like Billy Crystal and Paris Hilton lost their homes, and entire neighborhoods in Malibu and the Palisades were wiped out. Even historic landmarks weren't spared. And it's not just about the buildings. The air was so thick with smoke that millions of people had to stay indoors. Roads were closed, power lines were down, and some areas still don't have their infrastructure fully restored. Now, let's talk about what we can do. Wildfires might seem unstoppable, but there's a lot we can do to stay safe and reduce the risks. 1. Defensible space. Clear out dead plants, brush, and dry leaves from around your home. Trim trees so they're not touching your house or each other. Clear a 5-foot perimeter around your house and remove flammable materials like ornamental plants, bark mulch, or deck furniture. 2. Fire-resistant materials. Use stuff like metal roofs and stucco siding when building or renovating. Install double-paned windows to keep embers out. Add non-combustible 1/8-inch mesh screening on vents to prevent embers from entering crawl spaces or attics. 3. Yard maintenance. Keep gutters and roofs clear of leaves and debris to prevent spot ignitions. Regular yard work, like clearing dry grass and brush, can make a huge difference. 4. Controlled burns. These are small, planned fires that get rid of all that dry brush before it can become a problem. They're controversial, but they work. 5. Be prepared. Have an emergency kit with water, food, meds, and important documents ready to go. Know your evacuation routes and stay updated on local alerts. 6. Climate action. Support efforts to cut greenhouse gases. It's a long-term fix, but it's crucial. 7. Community efforts. Work with neighbors to clear shared spaces and advocate for better land management policies. Look, wildfires are a reality we can't ignore, especially in places like LA. But by understanding what causes them and taking steps to prepare, we can make a difference. Whether it's protecting your home, supporting climate action, or just staying informed, every little bit helps. Let's learn from this, rebuild stronger, and do what we can to keep each other safe. Stay strong and stay prepared.
Did you find this video helpful? If yes, please hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And press the bell icon for new videos.